What you and I were told when we were little is no longer relevant. Okay, here's what I was told. Aaron, little Aaron, go get a good job, get a savings account, and every so often pull off a little bit of money and push it into the savings account so that you could afford to buy something nice for yourself in the future. Well, that is no longer the case. I believe that the savings account is dead and that yours and my best option for a savings account is Bitcoin. Okay, it is none other than Bitcoin itself. It's the new savings account. And in this video, I'm going to line out my thoughts on this, on why we should be telling people stop getting savings accounts, stop putting money into that savings account, and push it into Bitcoin instead. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm just a little lizard-headed cowboy. I don't have any financial advice for you. This is just my opinion. This is just entertainment. Okay, but I have earned I'm on my way to 2 Bitcoin. I've earned 1 Bitcoin in 6 months, and I'm on my way to my second one, and I'm trying to help as many people to their first one. Okay, so if you want to join me and a whole bunch of other cowboys, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell, and all that kind of stuff, and join the saloon. Now, the new savings account is Bitcoin, but we have to know what a savings account is. And so I'm here on Nerdwallet, and I don't particularly like Nerdwallet. This video is not sponsored by anyone, but because I'm a cowboy, I'm not a nerd. And it says here, savings account could help you store money you don't need immediately. Avoiding excessive savings withdrawals can ensure it's there when you do. So here's what we need. Here's what it's saying is like, hey, when you need it, there's going to be a big pile of cash sitting there waiting for you. And it says here down in the bottom, a good savings account provides a safe place to park your money while it also earns interest. By opening with strong interest rates and low fees by making regular deposits, you can help make sure your funds are set aside for your savings goals. What do we save for? Well, we save for a house, right? We save for a wedding. We save for a car. These are big things that we as people like to save for. And okay, what are they talking about? These strong rates, okay, and these low fees. And here's Nerdwallet's best picks. It's Marcus, okay, 0.5% of 1% APY, annual percentage yield. Ha! That's literally half of a percent. It's not even a percent. Okay, Amex 0.4%, Discover 0.4. They're literally telling you and me that the best percentage that we could get off of our savings is 0.5%. That means if we save $100, we get 50 cents. We get 50 cents for the whole year. It's crazy. I could literally dig through my car right here and search and find coins, and it would match 3 years of savings in interest. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This is unreal. Here's another thing. Here's another article. I'm a former banker. Ooh. And there are 6 reasons why I keep most of my cash in savings. Okay, give us a few. All right. A savings account should be a stop for your money on its way to somewhere else. Or sorry, checking account should be a stop for your money, not its final destination. Okay. Putting aside money for a major purchase like a house or a car and high yield savings means you earn interest on a large balance. Okay. And separating your money into a savings account can help you avoid accidental or easy spending. I get it. So we don't want to spend more than we have to. We want to earn interest. We want to make our money work. Okay. And of this, we shouldn't keep money in there because we'll actually spend it. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of human nature. But what ends up happening is that when we put it into the savings account that are right now, like these big banks and stuff, like the centralized banks, they are literally we're giving them money to loan out to people, and we are making nothing, okay? And I'm equating nothing to 0.5% because that is the equivalent of nothing when I could literally find, I did my taxes and I literally had to find out like, okay, what is my annual percentage yield on like $100? My savings account was yielding I made like $6 on interest this last year. It is ridiculous, okay? This is absolutely ridiculous. And this is why I've chosen to use my new savings account into Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? You could think of Bitcoin as a decentralized bank online. Okay. Now, if the centralized bank is like Wells Fargo or Bank of America, that's you have to do business with them. But a decentralized bank is like Bitcoin. You put your money in there, and you just let it grow, and let your little Bitcoin grow and grow and grow, and that's how you make your money back. And then you could take that money and you could stake what's called staking it. And this is not the scope of this video. It's just to convince you that the new savings account is Bitcoin. But you could put this, your crypto up, and then you could earn interest back on your crypto. Now, so this is where we're at. Here's my option. I have Bitcoin, or I have a traditional savings account. Bitcoin is yielding 200% growth every year, 600% growth this year of 2021. Or I could look at my savings account and give me 0.5% growth that I could sneeze and find something more valuable than I would earn interest in on my savings account. I could own an asset for Bitcoin for any amount. I could put in $25, I could put $100 into Bitcoin, and it'll grow by 200% on average year by year. It's already proven track record of 13 years. Or a savings account in which I got a Ally savings account at 2.5% interest. I thought I was big ballin', big meech, okay? Turns out that dropped to 2.2, that dropped to 1.9, that dropped and kept on dropping, and they could do whatever they want. So that's a centralized bank where they could just keep on controlling your money supply. Now, Aaron, I could hear the objections. I could lose all my money in Bitcoin. Homie, you're already losing your money, okay? Inflation, what I think inflation is at, I think it's at 33% right now. Why do I say that? Is because gas prices were $2 last year, and now it's $3 this year. Okay, that's a 50% increase in inflation for gas. My house was $280,000 last year. It's selling, the same house is $300,000. That's like a 33% increase in interest. Like, the prices of everything I don't have to convince you this. You go to the shopping mall, you go to the grocery store, you go to Publix, you see these things. The mayo was $5, now it's $8. The bread was $2, now it's $4. Like, this is insane. It's insane. And so, will you lose your money in Bitcoin? No, you are losing your money. You're losing your buying power. It's going away. Okay, you have $100 last year. You can't buy $100 worth of stuff this year. You could probably buy worth $75 worth of stuff. And don't believe the news when they're telling you it's like 5% inflation rate. No, incorrect. They printed like 20% of the total money supply this year. That's already a 20% increase. Inflation isn't calculated. Inflation is calculated. It's so manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Because inflation, they don't even take into account food. They don't take into account assets. They don't take into account electric. In how do they determine inflation and these rates going up? They're taking into account like Netflix. You know, like these. It doesn't take any more to make this product, and they're just like, there's no inflation in that price. So that's where we're at. So could you lose your money? You're losing your money already. Okay, you're losing your money already. The market's just volatile. Okay, I get that. Bitcoin's volatile, but year over year, it's increased by 200%, and this year it's increased by 600% in value. And so you would have made 600%. Now, here's what I found this nifty little site. It's quite crude, but it gets the point. If you bought Bitcoin instead of stupid stuff, you would have this much money. And so this is called Bitcoin, or SHIT. Okay, I'm not going to get demonetized for you, but I'm going to click here. And if you bought like a little Roku, right? And when it released July 1st, 2011, you would have $258,000 amounting to 5 Bitcoin. Okay, instead of buying a Roku in July 1st, 2011, you see it right here, you would have $258,000. If you had your savings account, and that's how much you get. Let's just keep going. Okay, if you bought a Theragun, you know, that little ding, 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 you'd have that released in January 1st, 2016. You'd have that was probably worth what, like $50. You'd have $11,000. You'd have $11,000. That's crazy. How about one more? If you bought a PS4, okay, if you bought a PS4 when it released November 2013, you would have 1 Bitcoin, $53,000. This is amazing, okay? This is why I believe that the savings account is dead. that you could literally just take that money that you'd put in a savings account, and instead you'd earn 0.5% on your savings account over the year. You could earn 200% year after year just by buying Bitcoin. Just sitting on it, not even thinking about trading it or whatever. Now, I hear the other objection. Aaron, can I spend it? Of course you can spend it. Of course, you just pull it out and you spend it. What if there's an emergency? No problem, okay? Here's how I handle it. I myself have made this switch. I myself consider my Bitcoin account my savings account. And here's two things. If there's an emergency, which I have had, one, I have my credit cards, okay? I can use my credit cards. If there's a true emergency, I have instant, access to credit, no problem. Two, if I don't want to use my credit cards, all I have to do is get a crypto.com card app. Now, I have a referral link down below. This is not like, I didn't even think about this, right? This is not like this referral thing it's just how I do it. They give you a crypto.com card, and then you could load it with your Bitcoin, and then you could spend it. You could spend it like anywhere, like in Walmart, you could spend it. And I went and bought fans for my house, and it took me all of 10 minutes to just transfer over a little bit of Bitcoin and buy the fans. Okay, so if there's any kind of emergency, you have access to tools at your disposal to get you out of that emergency. Here's the crux of it. Buy more Bitcoin. Okay, instead of putting it into your savings account, instead of dropping it into a PS4, buy more Bitcoin. Sit on it. In a few years, you and I will be riding around with our moon bags of Bitcoin instead of a PS10 would have come out by then. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I've had enough of this. I think now's the perfect time to buy Bitcoin. Markets are down. Okay, it's all red, it's all bloody, and this is the best time for you to start entering into this thing. Okay, don't wait to pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? Like cowboys, we pull the trigger fast. We're quick draws. Buy more Bitcoin. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.